Amidst the line of actual control face-off with India, China has stooped to a new low. Intelligence sources have revealed that the Chinese army is roping in Pakistan-based terror group Al-Badr to incite terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir. China is also egging on rogue Pakistan's spy agency Incite to send terrorist and border action teams into India. Pakistan, on its part, is trying to fish in troubled waters, aiming at engaging Indian troops in a two-front face-off. Pakistan has over 20,000 additional troops in the north of Ladakh to match Chinese deployments. Sources say top army and intelligence officials are not ruling out internal sabotage, with Pakistan using nearly 100 terrorists inside Kashmir to attack security forces. This year, the armed forces have killed over 120 terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir. So amidst the line of actual control face-off with India, China goes ahead and stoops to a new low. Intelligence sources also revealing the Chinese army ropes in Pakistan-based terror group to incite terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir. China also egging on rogue Pakistan spy agency Incite to send terrorist and border action teams into India. And this is the real face of China right there. This is an intelligence exclusive that we're bringing right now to you our viewers. Pakistan, on its part, is also trying to fish in troubled waters, aiming at engaging Indian troops in a two-front face-off as well. Kamaljeet Sandhu now joins us live. Kamaljeet, what is the Home Ministry's take on the methodology in which China is also using Pakistan amidst the border face-off with India? China stooping to a new low, and Pakistan, of course, capitalizing on this as well.
Well, JD would understand it's the MOD and not the MHA, which is looking at the LAC. But yes, the entire security grid, especially in the hinterland as well as in the LAC, they're aware of the situation, especially along with China. It's being stated at the highest level. But what is important is the game plan. What China is doing is in talks with the Indian army for de-escalation. But instead, they're also joining hands with Pakistan. So we're looking at a two-front situation here. Pakistan is doing an extensive build-up. And there's a possibility that if there is an escalation with China, there is all probability that Pakistan will jump and open up a front towards the western part of India. And that seems to be one of the key. And we've seen in northern Ladakh, whether it is Baltistan and Gilgit area, where the buildup of two divisions is being seen. The other is obviously about the Chinese forces and the PLA being in talk with terror groups like the Al-Badr. What our sources are also indicating is that sleeper cells have been activated. There are terror groups which have been activated. There is all possibility that there could be bad operations taking place. There is also a possibility that there could be internal sabotage while the Indian army and security forces are busy at the borders. So this is a scenario which has been discussed over with intelligence agencies, the Indian army and security forces. They're obviously aware of the situation and they are prepared.
Right.
Despite
Absolutely, Kamaljeet, leave it at that. Thanks for joining us with the details right there. Now, despite 3 rounds of India-China military talks, there seems to be no end to the tension along the line of actual control. According to top government sources, China has deployed 2 divisions of its mechanized forces along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. Along with 20,000 troops, the Chinese have also an extra division of 10,000 troops ready in northern Xinjiang province, who can be brought to the Indian positions within 48 hours. India has matched up its deployment in equal measure to counter China. 2 additional infantry divisions along with tanks and armoured regiments have been deployed in the frontline areas of Ladakh. The 3rd round of Lieutenant General talks held yesterday between India and China. The crucial talks lasted for 12 hours, but no clear headway on the disengagement came out from the talks. Abhishek Bhalla joins us live. Manjeet Negi is also with us. First, let's go across to Abhishek Bhalla. Abhishek, we've been talking about disengagement. We've been talking about de-escalation. There have been multiple rounds of talks that have taken place between the 2 countries as well. But there seems to be no plausible resolution between the 2 sides in terms of a peaceful resolution and a peaceful outcome coming in amidst the standoff that India is facing with China. Abhishek, if you could walk our viewers through what transpired in the marathon talks. I'm going to take the same question with Manjeet Negi till Abhishek joins us. Manjeet, multiple talks have taken place. A plausible solution is being sought, but there seems to be no end to the India-China standoff. First, walk our viewers through what transpired in the marathon talks between India and China.
Well, in between the talks, the Chinese army has deployed 2, we can say 3 divisions or its mechanized force along the line of control, and one division in rear. And in this situation, the Indian Army is keeping the hawk eye on the movement of the Chinese troops in the rear position, especially in the rear position. And the in the Ladakh region, especially the eastern Ladakh, the more than 20,000 troops have been already deployed by the Chinese army, and the 10,000 troops have been holding the exercise in the same time at the rear area. And in the Indian army keeping the close eye on the especially the Chinese force in the rear area.
Absolutely. Manjeet Negi getting us those details right there. And of course, remember, India is also mirroring China deployment as well. If we've got Abhishek back with us, let's go straight across to Abhishek Bhalla on this story. Abhishek, we've been talking about disengagement, de-escalation, de-induction. Looks like none of the talks have really resulted in a peaceful, plausible solution amidst the standoff that India is facing with China.
तो बोर्डिंग में 20 गज से अबव हो गया तो पैसे लेगा 8,000.
Chati, despite all the talk of disengagement and de-escalation, the troop build-up continues across the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. We've been repeatedly now reporting that it's not limited to one or two places, but virtually the entire Indo-China frontier as far as Ladakh is concerned. The build-up has increased over the last a few weeks or so. We don't want to give out the specifics of the areas where the Indian Army has enhanced its troop deployment. While we know the exact numbers, what I can tell you and share with the viewers is that it's scattered all over eastern Ladakh. So the concentration is not in, say, Pangong or in Galwan that we've been talking about, but several other sensitive spots in eastern Ladakh where the build-up continues and the situation continues to remain extremely volatile.
All right, Abhishek, leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining us with the very latest on the India-China standoff. We'll continue tracking the story in much detail. For now, we're
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.